here? I thought you walked out on me for good.
I did.
You forget something?
I'm back. For good.
Well, you blame me for what happened to Morgan.
Our son is dead. And I'm always gonna regret what happened and how it happened. But I realize the only way for us to get through it is together. And I know that you made a horrible mistake, but I also accept the fact that I love you. I love you. And I'm always gonna love you.
Carly. Carly.
Michael, who was at the door?
The bartender from the Floating Rib. He was just looking for you at the hotel, and they told him that he could find you here.
What did he want?
He wanted to give you these. Morgan's keys. He said he feels terrible about cutting Morgan off and taking his keys. I told him he has no reason to apologize. He was just doing his job, acting responsible. There's no way he could have known.
No way he could have known that Morgan was going to steal Julian's car and end up dead because of Sonny.
Mom, stop.
Don't tell me to stop. Okay? Don't tell me to stop because I just keep going over this in my head and it doesn't make sense to me. Why would Morgan go on a bender that night? Why would he start drinking? Why weren't his medications working?
Look, Mom, I know you want answers. We're not getting any tonight. Look, why don't you just get some rest?
I can't rest, Michael. I can't rest, okay? I'm sorry, but there's just so much I need to know. I want to know every single detail.
Okay. Starting with what?
The drinking. They said Morgan was drinking. How much was he drinking?
Enough for the bartender to cut him off.
And Kiki, you talked to her. Kiki said that Morgan was upset because he thought something was going on between her and Dylan.
Which apparently was a misunderstanding.
Okay, so what did he think happened and what really happened?
There's no way to know for sure what he thought or why.
We can trace his movements, okay? I need to know the timeline of his last day, okay? Morgan was upset. Sonny and I had a big fight with him because he was kicked out of school for turning in a paper that he bought online. And what about how the whole back-to-school thing went south so fast?
Well, he was expelled. He had every right to be upset.
I'm just trying to get into your brother's head, okay? Because everything was going really well. Okay, Morgan wouldn't just go on some bender and start drinking, not if his medications were still working.
Okay, well, do we know he was for sure still taking them? I know he said he was, but we don't know for sure.
I must have asked him 15 times in the past 2 weeks, and he assured me that he were taking them. He was still going to therapy. He was supposed to have his blood work done that day.
What are you doing?
I'm getting some answers.